Every year, travelers over 60 lose billions of dollars to scammers who specifically target them at airports and throughout their journeys. The numbers are staggering and getting worse. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Americans over 60 reported losing $4.8 billion to fraud in 2024 alone. That represents a 43% increase from the previous year. These aren't just statistics on a page. These are real people losing their retirement savings, their sense of security, and sometimes their ability to travel altogether. Airports have become hunting grounds for sophisticated criminals who understand exactly how to exploit the stress, distraction, and unfamiliarity that comes with modern air travel. Before we dive in, let me know in the comments what city you are watching from and what time it is there. I am always curious where everyone is tuning in from. Today, we're going to walk through 7 specific scams that criminals use to target senior travelers at airports. And more importantly, we're going to discuss exactly how to protect yourself and your loved ones from becoming the next victim. The first scam you need to know about involves fake Transportation Security Administration PreCheck websites, and this one has exploded in recent months. The Transportation Security Administration recently issued an urgent warning about scammers creating convincing fake websites that look nearly identical to the official government site. Here's how it works. You decide you want to skip the long security lines and apply for Transportation Security Administration PreCheck. You search for it online, and instead of carefully typing in the official government website address, you click on what appears to be the legitimate site in your search results. The problem is that scammers are now using something called malvertising, which means they're paying to place their fraudulent websites at the top of search results. These fake sites look professional. They use the Transportation Security Administration logo, and they even have similar web addresses that might include words like Transportation Security Administration or PreCheck. Once you're on these fake sites, you'll be asked to enter your personal information, including your name, address, social security number, and credit card details. The scammers will take your money, often charging more than the actual $85 fee, and you'll think everything is set up correctly. You might even receive a fake confirmation email that looks official. The devastating part comes when you arrive at the airport for your next flight, confident that you can use the PreCheck lane, only to discover that you're not in the system at all. You never actually enrolled in Transportation Security Administration PreCheck. The scammers simply stole your money and your personal information. The Federal Trade Commission has made it clear that if you're applying for Transportation Security Administration PreCheck for the first time, you never pay the application fee online. You complete the application online, but you must pay in person at an official Transportation Security Administration enrollment center. This is a critical detail that many travelers don't know. If any website asks you to pay online as a first-time applicant, it's guaranteed to be a scam. To protect yourself, always type the web address directly into your browser. The official site is tsa.gov/precheck, and remember that all legitimate Transportation Security Administration websites end in .gov, never .com. Cybersecurity experts have warned that even looking at the web address might not help you identify fake sites anymore because scammers are getting better at creating convincing URLs. The safest approach is to bookmark the official site or go directly to the Transportation Security Administration's main website and navigate from there. The second major scam targeting seniors involves discarded luggage tags, and this one catches almost everyone by surprise. After you land and collect your bags from the carousel, it feels natural to immediately remove those paper luggage tags and toss them in the nearest trash bin. Most travelers never think twice about it. But scammers have been watching, and they've figured out how to turn your discarded tags into cash. A baggage claims manager from a major airline recently warned travelers on social media about a surge in fraudulent lost luggage claims tied to discarded tags. Here's the scheme. Scammers lurk around baggage claim areas, watching passengers remove and discard their luggage tags. Once you leave, they retrieve those tags from the trash. Each tag contains valuable information including your name, flight number, airline information, and your baggage identification number. With this information, scammers can create fake email addresses using your name, make up other contact details, and submit fraudulent claims to airlines for supposedly lost, delayed, or damaged luggage. The airline then pays out compensation, sometimes hundreds of dollars, to the scammer using your travel information. This creates serious problems if you later need to file a legitimate claim for an actual luggage issue. The airline's baggage claim department now has to figure out which claim is real and which is fake, and you might find yourself fighting to prove that you're the actual passenger. Airport workers have confirmed that this scam is growing rapidly, particularly at major airports. The solution is surprisingly simple but requires you to change a long-standing habit. Keep your luggage tags attached until you arrive home. Don't throw them away at the airport, and don't even discard them in your hotel room where housekeeping staff or other guests might find them. Once you're home, destroy the tags by shredding them or cutting them into small pieces, just like you would with sensitive documents. The third scam involves fake baggage handlers and porters, and this one preys on basic human courtesy.
Picture this scenario.
You've just landed after a long flight. You're tired, you're navigating an unfamiliar airport, and you're struggling with heavy luggage. Suddenly, someone wearing what looks like an airport uniform approaches with a friendly smile and offers to help carry your bags. It seems like a kind gesture, so you accept. This is exactly what the scammers are counting on. Once they have your bags in their hands, one of two things happens. Either they demand an outrageously high fee for their services, sometimes hundreds of dollars, or they simply disappear with your luggage altogether. By the time you realize what's happened, they're long gone and your belongings are gone with them. Real airport staff members always wear clearly visible identification badges with their photo, name, and the airport or airline logo. They work at designated areas and never aggressively solicit passengers for tips. Legitimate airport employees are not allowed to approach travelers in baggage claim areas or at curbside locations demanding payment for unsolicited help. If someone offers to carry your bags, politely decline and look for official airport services. Many airports have free luggage trolleys available, or you can request assistance from uniformed staff at official service desks. If you're unsure whether someone is legitimate, ask to see their identification badge and verify it with airport information desks. Remember, if someone seems overly eager to help or creates a sense of urgency, that's a red flag. Scammers rely on catching you off guard when you're tired and overwhelmed. The fourth scam centers on fake seat upgrade offers, and this one specifically targets seniors looking for more comfort during their flights. You've checked in for your flight and you're waiting in the boarding area when someone approaches you. They might be wearing clothing that resembles airline staff uniforms, or they might claim to represent the airline. They tell you that for a cash payment, they can upgrade your seat to business class or first class at a significant discount. They create urgency by saying that the offer is only available right now and that these upgraded seats won't last long. Feeling the pressure and wanting more comfort for a long flight, you hand over cash. Then you board the plane, find your seat, and discover you're sitting in the exact same economy seat you originally booked. The money is gone and the person who took it has vanished. Real seat upgrades are only available through official channels. Airlines handle upgrades at their ticket counters or through their official websites and mobile applications. Airline employees never accept cash payments in boarding areas for upgrades. They don't approach random passengers with these offers. If you want to upgrade your seat, you need to speak with an agent at the airline's ticket counter or use the airline's official app. The price will be clearly stated, you'll receive proper documentation, and the transaction will appear on your credit card statement from the actual airline. Any other scenario is a scam. If someone approaches you with an upgrade offer that seems too good to be true, walk away immediately and report the incident to airport security or airline staff at the gate. The fifth scam involves fake airline customer service phone numbers, and this one has become increasingly sophisticated. Imagine your flight gets canceled or significantly delayed. You're stressed and you need to rebook quickly. You pull out your phone and search for the airline's customer service number. You click on what appears to be the airline's contact information, call the number, and speak with someone who sounds professional and knowledgeable. They access your reservation, they seem helpful, and they offer to rebook you on another flight. They charge you a change fee and perhaps a fare difference. You provide your credit card information, receive a confirmation number, and feel relieved that everything is sorted out. But when you try to check in for your rebooked flight, you discover it doesn't exist. Or you might arrive at the airport only to learn that you're not in the system at all. What happened is that you called a scammer operating a fake customer service line. They pulled up your reservation using information you provided, just like anyone can do with a confirmation number and name on an airline's website. Then they charged you far more than the actual cost would have been and pocketed the difference. In some cases, they never actually rebooked your ticket at all. They simply took your money and your personal information. One traveler recently reported losing over $2,000 in this exact scam after a flight cancellation. The Better Business Bureau has received numerous complaints about this scheme, with many victims not realizing they've been scammed until they arrive at the airport. The safest approach is to never click on phone numbers from search engine results. Always type the airline's main website address directly into your browser and find the customer service number there. Better yet, download the airline's official mobile application before you travel. The app will have the correct phone number, and you'll receive legitimate notifications about your flight status. If you're already at the airport when you learn about a cancellation or delay, don't search for a phone number on your phone. Instead, go directly to the airline's ticket counter and speak with a real person, even if it means waiting in line. That inconvenience is far better than losing thousands of dollars to a scammer. Airlines never have airport-specific customer service numbers, so if you see a search result claiming to be the customer service number for a specific airport, that's a scam. The sixth scam involves compromised public charging stations, and this is particularly dangerous because it puts your entire digital life at risk. When your phone or tablet battery is running low at the airport, those free universal serial bus charging ports seem like a lifesaver. You find one at your gate, plug in your device, and wait for it to charge. What you don't see is that criminals may have tampered with that charging station by uploading malicious software onto the port. This attack is called juice jacking, and once your device is connected, the malware can steal all of your personal information. That includes your passwords, banking information, photos, contacts, and any other data stored on your phone. You won't notice anything wrong at first. The phone charges normally, but days or weeks later, you might discover fraudulent charges on your credit cards, unauthorized access to your bank accounts, or your identity being used to open new accounts. The Transportation Security Administration has specifically warned travelers about this threat. Criminals can easily buy universal serial bus cables fitted with spyware online, making juice jacking attacks simple to execute. Cybersecurity experts agree that using public universal serial bus ports is one of the riskiest things you can do while traveling. The solution is straightforward. Before you travel, invest in a portable power bank or battery pack that's approved by the Transportation Security Administration. These allow you to charge your devices without ever connecting to public ports. Always bring your own charging cables and power adapters. If you absolutely must charge your device at the airport, use a traditional wall outlet with your own power adapter rather than a universal serial bus port. Many newer airports have outlets with both standard plugs and universal serial bus ports. Always choose the standard outlet. Additionally, avoid using public Wi-Fi networks at airports for any sensitive activities. If you need internet access, use your cellular data connection instead. Or if you must use Wi-Fi, never enter passwords, banking information, or other sensitive data while connected to public networks. The seventh and final scam we need to discuss involves fake airport Wi-Fi networks, and this one works hand in hand with the charging station scam to compromise your digital security. Airports offer free Wi-Fi, which seems convenient when you want to check your email, browse social media, or even handle some banking. But scammers have learned to create fake wireless networks with names that look similar to the airport's official Wi-Fi. These networks might be called something like Airport Free Wi-Fi, or include the airport's name with slight variations. When you connect to one of these fake networks, the criminals who set it up can intercept everything you do online. They can see your passwords, capture your credit card numbers, and access your email accounts. This is called an evil twin attack because the fake network pretends to be the legitimate one. Many senior travelers aren't familiar with how to verify whether a Wi-Fi network is legitimate, making them prime targets for this scam. The fraudulent networks often don't require any password to join, which makes them seem more convenient, but this is actually a warning sign. Legitimate airport Wi-Fi networks typically require you to acknowledge terms and conditions on a landing page after you connect. To protect yourself, always verify the exact name of the airport's official Wi-Fi network by asking staff at an information desk or checking the airport's official website before you arrive. Never connect to networks that don't match exactly. If a network doesn't require any kind of login or acknowledgement, be suspicious. Turn off your device's Wi-Fi before you arrive at the airport and only turn it on when you've verified the correct network name. Even when using legitimate airport Wi-Fi, avoid accessing sensitive accounts like your bank or entering credit card information. Wait until you're on a secure network at home or use your cellular data for these activities. These 7 scams represent the most common threats that senior travelers face at airports today, but they all share common characteristics. They exploit moments of stress, distraction, and unfamiliarity. They create urgency to prevent you from thinking clearly. They prey on politeness and the desire to trust people who seem helpful. Understanding these patterns helps you recognize potential scams even when they take new forms. The key to protecting yourself isn't living in fear of travel. Travel should remain one of life's great pleasures, especially during retirement when you finally have the time to explore. The key is awareness and preparation. Before you travel, have conversations with family members about these scams. Share this information with elderly parents or relatives who travel frequently. Many seniors are embarrassed to admit they've been targeted or scammed, but creating an environment where these conversations happen openly can prevent devastating financial losses. Write down official phone numbers and website addresses before you leave home. Keep copies of your confirmation numbers and important documents in a safe place. Use credit cards rather than debit cards for travel expenses, as credit cards offer better fraud protection and dispute processes. If you encounter any suspicious behavior at an airport, report it immediately to airport security or police. Don't worry about seeming overly cautious or bothering authorities. They would much rather investigate a false alarm than have travelers fall victim to scams. If you believe you've been targeted by a scam or have lost money to one, report it to the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov, even if you didn't lose money. Your report helps law enforcement identify patterns and potentially prevent others from becoming victims. You can also contact the Fraud Watch Network helpline at 877-908-3360 for support and guidance. The criminals behind these scams are sophisticated and organized, but they're not invincible. They rely on travelers being uninformed, rushed, and trusting. By taking the time to understand how these scams work, you remove their most powerful weapon, which is surprise. You become a harder target, and scammers will move on to someone else. Your retirement years and your travel experiences are too precious to be stolen by criminals. With the right knowledge and a healthy dose of skepticism, you can navigate airports confidently and safely. Stay informed, stay alert, and most importantly, keep exploring the world. If you found this information valuable, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss important travel updates and insider information that can keep you safe and help you travel smarter. Safe travels to all of you out there, and remember, awareness is your best defense against airport scams.